fans, thanks for joining us. It's the NBA.
See the surge in his level of confidence lately.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Anderson is out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Reed in at the 5. And for the Rockets, we'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Goon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
Pass to Reed. Fadeaway. Yep, that one goes.
Well, he probably didn't need the fadeaway. There's an example of style points.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to MP. Jacks up a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And it's 6 points for MP.
And good pass right there from Smith Jr. His teammates appreciate that selflessness.
DiVincenzo against MP. Wing from past the arc. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Kicks it out to MP. And some nice passing there by Houston. And the basket is good. That's now 8 points for MP. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the 76ers. Back to Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Instead, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
And finished off by Anderson.
And you could just see Anderson there looking to jam it.
Houston leading by 5. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Philadelphia played some superb basketball. He had 57 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And there the bucket from MP.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Thompson against Edwards. Reed the pass to McDaniels. Good on the triple. McDaniels got 5.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the 3, that really helps their spacing.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Amen Thompson. And then for Minnesota, Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And here is Conley following the 3 from MP. On the wing, MP. Pass to Shepard. On the wing, MP. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
There's 48 seconds left in the first. Outside Edwards. Anderson with the screen for Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
MP passes to Eason. Over to the wing. Back to MP. Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 5. To the paint, here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Pass to Shepard. Back to MP. And another 3. Houston.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Left side, Edwards. Goes through move. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his third assist on the night. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Rockets lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And some Rockets. Clint Capella comes in for Adams. And MP subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Minnesota, McDaniels, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Edwards comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. So on the floor for Minnesota, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniels. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Shannon in at the 4. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And here is DiVincenzo following the 3 from MP. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Over Shepard. That's good from Edwards on the assist by McDaniels.
And there was some contact on the shot, but Edwards' upper body strength negates that.
Pass to Şengün. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Oh, here's Edwards. This game he had 28 points. Can't hit from 12. Down low, here's Shepard, and finished off by Shepard.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
DiVincenzo with it, covered by MP.
Look, DiVincenzo relishes the chance to punish the defense. He likes to shake them up with the slam.
To the wing right side. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. DiVincenzo with the rebound. 16 feet away. The Rockets pull it in. And what about the run this team is on? I mean, it's just incomprehensible. With all the ups and downs in the NBA, you have to be truly dominant to win 34 consecutive games.
Well, I don't say this lightly. This group could very well be one of the best teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you guys.
Has him bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Jabari Smith comes in for Şengün. Kevin Durant's checked in for Tari Eason. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Shepard. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Outside Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
McDaniels against Smith. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. McDaniels outside. And finished off by McDaniels.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniel's athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
Smith, the pass to MP. Traps in the tray. MP's got 31.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Houston on top. They lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
You know, for the Rockets, with the playoffs right around the corner, they're in tremendous shape. They're right on top in the first half.
You mean they're...
Now, as we look at the first half, the Rockets find themselves in a close ball game.
I usually only see Shaq drool when...
Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. And it's MP in at the 1. That's the 5 for Houston right now. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Timberwolves trail by 4. McDaniels outside. Pass to Edwards. Reed with a screen on Thompson. Edwards drills the 3.
Well, it's old hat now when we see Edwards dominating a game scoring-wise. Ants emerged as an elite player.
Smith finds MP. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
DiVincenzo passes to Anderson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
Now, here's MP. 37 points for him. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Reed in the post. Şengün's there.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 6-point Rocket lead.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Now, here's MP. He's got 39. Outside, KD. Back to MP. Up and in on the layup. MP's got 41.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant. Stan Nasreed is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Nasreed, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings every night, the energy, and, yeah, the charisma on top of all the skill.
Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets. And a change for the Timberwolves. Osumu, he's checked in for Edwards. And that one misses.
Well, the biggest thing Naz Reid brings to your team, spacing. Reid can play the 5 and hit threes. There aren't a lot of guys like him.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to KD. And here's MP for 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. Now Anderson. Şengün covering. And he gets the bucket. Anderson's got 6.
And sometimes you forget how long Anderson is. Possessing a 7'2" wingspan, it makes him a problem inside.
And here's MP for 3. Good. And it's... Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 4 assists now tonight. MP against DiVincenzo. McDaniels outside. for three. It's rebounded by Houston.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Anderson can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 5. Durant in the corner. Back to MP. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
A three ball. Offensive rebound. Beyond the arc. That shot off. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels gets a wide open look. It's good from long range. McDaniels got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Timberwolves.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
1 second left. The shot, no good. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Rockets lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us
he's checked in for the Rockets. MV comes in for Fred VanVleet. Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Dosunmu, Anthony Edwards out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Conley, and it's Gobert in at the center. Now, MP. KD on the wing. Back to MP. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 6th rebound on the night. Stolen by Anderson. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Conley gets the bucket. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Houston making some changes. Smith checked in for Capella. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Shepard. Minnesota also making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. DiVincenzo with it. Here's Edwards. Now Reid. 6 to shoot. Strong move off the glass.
Well, you can tell Reid's teammates believe in him. They trust that he's going to come up with important points when they need him to.
MP. And good. He hits it again.
Once again, this guy cannot be stopped.
It is incredible. He's nearing second overall in career 50-point game. And still going strong.
Chasing the incomparable Michael Jordan. I mean, that comparison alone should give you chills.
The Rockets leading. Here's Thompson. Durant fires. He's off from 3. McDaniel. Durant with the rebound.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
Outside, Smith. Now Thompson. Fires the three. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Edwards against Thompson. Rockets on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. And they double up MP. Jacks up a three. And good. There's another. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here's McDaniel. And he does not hit. MP. The long shot, no good.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And that's an intentional foul. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game. Minnesota calls timeout. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
The three goes down.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. So long, everyone.
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. We'll watch the Memphis Grizzlies in this one. As now let's check out the race for Rookie of the Year. These young stars now have a season behind them. So who stood out in this incredibly talented crowd? There were a few bright spots during the season for him, but overall just not enough to bring him up towards the top.
And I wouldn't say he's the cream of the crop in this rookie class, but it's been impressive watching him find his footing.
Yeah, you talk about cream. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being the cake either now. I mean, he's had a very good year. He really gave that team an injection of energy and excitement that would not have been there otherwise.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. We've got Santi Aldama, also Jalen Wells out there, Edey out there with Ja Morant, and it's Coward in a shooting guard. And for the Rockets, inside Smith and Şengün. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward, and it's MP in at the 1. Clark heading into the postseason. Some teams have bet it all on star power, while others have bet on chemistry.
Hey, I think continuity and chemistry are really the most important components to winning a championship, because every team in the league has talent. Some have more talent or more superstar talent, but you've got to have a chemistry, a continuity, a connectedness that helps you work through the tough spots in the season and certainly in the playoffs. Selfless with the rock, Şengün won't hesitate to make a pass out to a ready shooter.
Pass to Coward. Now Aldama. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Clock at 6. Three-pointer off the mark. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. We got to talking about what do you do defensively against Ja Morant? And coach said staying on top of him isn't easy, so our focus is on shutting down the lanes and not giving him the openings to attack. We want to make Morant force the issue. Putting Morant in tight spots is the name of the game here. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Pass to Smith. And here's MP. On the wing, Thompson. Off the mark there with a 3.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Aldama outside. Now Wells. Outside Morant. Lets it go from 14. Misses off the right iron.
Trying to take what the defense allows, but he couldn't get it to go.
Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim. And the number 3 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Smith Jr.'s ceiling is considered to be very high.
So Memphis calls timeout, their first.
And they clinch the top spot when it comes to protecting the ball. Fewest turnovers per game in the league. No one keeps the ball locked up tight like these guys.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want. Looking to win the run. Here's Wells. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Yeah, classic play by Morant, drawing the attention before kicking the ball back out.
MP, the pass to Şengün, the kick to Durant. Now here's MP, the three ball. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now, 3 for 3.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Morant, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Adams checked in for Şengün. Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Eason's checked in for Durant. And it's Shepard in for Amen Thompson. MP shot is good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Spencer. Aldama outside. Over to the wing. Here's Morant. Got it. Good job in the low post. Morant's got 6.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Houston leading by 6. Pass to Shepard. Here's Finney-Smith to the paint. MP outside. Now Easton. Shot clock at 5. Here's MP. Adams, the pass to MP. Another one falls for Houston.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
To the inside. From deep, MP. Another 3 from Houston.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all
goodness! Whoa! Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's Houston leading by 9. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second. Great to have you with us. Taking some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adams, and MP is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Grizzlies trail by 8. Alperon Şengün out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's MP. And it's Shepard in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. For Houston, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And you watch Alperon Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He finished with 60 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Pass to Clark. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so MP will bring it up for the Rockets. And as their amazing winning streak continues, this is a story that's gone beyond sports. It's captured the entire country's attention.
I don't even know how you describe the winning streak this team is on. It's a combination of the talent this crew has, but the confidence and self-belief and togetherness, cohesiveness that these guys have. It's a special thing to behold.
Pass to Coward. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Down low. Morant, no good. Houston leading by 14. And here's Capella. Back to MP. Lets it go from deep. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Outside Wells. Jackson outside. Right side Moran. From 12 feet. Oh, MP with a block. To the wing, right side. This one for 3. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. And Houston will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Capella. Smith comes in for Alperen Şengün. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Eason. And it's Thompson in for Shepard. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Aldama comes in for Jackson. Back to Morant. Over MP. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
To halt the run. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
MP against Morant. Smith passes to MP. And Houston, another 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after one or two wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And that one's good. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so it's the Houston Rockets out in front by 19 going into the break. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet. How are you guys feeling about the conferences now? Relevant? Irrelevant?
You know what? That's not a bad rapper name. Irrelevant.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Houston Rockets.
Nick?
Glad you could join us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Clark, whether we're comparing players or voting for the annual awards, defense is a factor that is often undervalued.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, we love to see people score in a variety of ways. We like to see that offensive skill set on display. But, you know, defensive stats are critically important, but not as easy to identify and count. But yet, and still, it's half the game, so you can't overlook it.
On the court for Memphis, they've got Zach Edey, Santi Aldama out there with Jalen Wells. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Coward in at the shooting guard position. To the middle. Here's Morant, and his fifth make of the game in 12 attempts.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
On the wing, Durant. Back to MP. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Ja Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Guys, back to you.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Houston leading by 19. Pass to Şengün. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Now Morant, covered by MP. And it's Morant missing.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
MP, the pass to Durant. Back to MP. The shot from the low post is good. MP's got 38 points.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Grizzlies trail by 21. Here's Coward. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. 6 to shoot. Wells, the pass to Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And we always like to take this chance to show you the scoring leaders from the last 10 days of action. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. On the wing, Thompson. Houston working the ball around. And Sengun throw it down.
Turkish thunder. Sengun tasting the sauce up top.
Now here's Morant. 17 points in the game. Pass to Coward. Back to Morant. From 13, and there's Memphis with another bucket.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Morant against MP. Inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Ja Morant picks one up. Houston shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to. Knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And Houston making a change here. Adams is checked in. Here's Morant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Shepard, he's checked in for Houston.
And Morant remains one of the most explosive guards in the league. A fearless competitor who doesn't back down from anyone and has unlimited confidence.
Basket counts.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter, carrying the load for sure.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Finney Smith checked in for Alperen Şengün. Then for Memphis, Jackson, he's checked in for Edey. And Spencer's subbed in for Morant. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point. At the line. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. Memphis shooting their fourth attempt at the line tonight. And that one falls for Jackson. 1:33 left in the third quarter. MP outside. Pass to Shepard. Back to MP. Launches a three. Gets the three ball to go. MP's got 45 points.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. MP, the pass to Durant. Back to MP. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got his third assist of the night.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
On the wing, Durant. Back to MP. From downtown. Good. He hits again.
50 points for him yet again, and I feel privileged to watch him go to work this season.
Well, now he has pulled even for the second most 50-point games in a single season. What a year.
And he's done it 30 times. I mean, it's unreal. That was the mark that prime Wilt Chamberlain established all the way back in 1963.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Nice shot by Durant.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Coward. Shoots over Shepherd. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Houston with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Van Vliet and Shepherd, they're the guards. Green out there with Clint Capella, and it's Eason in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Van Vliet got it.
The defense gets physical inside, and guess what? The tenacious Fred Van Vliet ready for it.
Down low. Here's Prosper. Hey, rejected by Capella.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
6 on the shot clock, and the basket by Van Vliet.
We've seen Van Vliet become a really good outside shooter, but I think he's still at his best going to the rim.
Pass to Prosper. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Count that bucket.
He gets it where he wants it and takes it up strong.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Capella. Here's Shepherd. Let's go with a 3. Clark grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Morant finds Jackson. Clark with a screen on Easton. Jackson for 3. Capella with a rebound. The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. That outside Easton. For the Rockets. Steven Adams checked in for Capella. Tate comes in for Green. And MP is subbed in for Eason. Outside Wells, pass to Morant. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Aldama outside. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And that one's good. Morant.
Well, Morant's ability to overcome inside coverage with agility is so impressive.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. MP, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And MP throws it down.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Pass to Wells. Back to Aldama. The three is up. It's hauled in by Houston. We've got 1:08 left to play in the fourth.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Rockets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72-win marker, and they keep going.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
He was superb as a facilitator, really orchestrated things offensively, created a lot of opportunities for ready shooters.
Pass to Coward. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Morant missing. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Morant looking around. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And let's check in with Jennifer Quintana.
A good win for you guys tonight, MP, and some standout play from you on the defensive end.
Yeah, we wanted this one. And I hope you could see that something happens after you make enough defensive stands in a game that the fans pick up on it. It gets personal, you know? Like, everyone's dialed up to 11. 1-1. We were dialed up tonight.
Sure were, MP. Thank you so much.
Let's go.
Let's go. Brian, over to you.
All right, Jennifer. Thanks very much.
This is it, gentlemen. This is the playoffs. We worked our tails off to get here, and we'll keep working till the job is done. Because we're a pack of wild dogs, and we won't let anything get in our way. Now, there are some people outside this locker room who think we can't hack it. Some people who think we're frauds. There was even a reporter who had the nerve to say that our rookie phenom over here is going to be the biggest choke in the league. But we're going to prove those people wrong when we hoist up that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Yeah, let's go!
And listen, it starts tonight, gentlemen. So let's show them what we're made of, all right?
Let's get out
MP,
there.
hang back for a second.
About that article.
Oh, you mean the one by Roseanne Conway saying that I'd be the biggest bust of the first round? Yeah, haven't seen it.
It's great motivation, and I want you to use it, but don't lose sight of who you are and what you do. I don't need more MP. I just need MP. Understood?
Right. So stay within myself and let the game come to me.
That's right. Now go out there and show the world what you can do.
I'm on one!
thinking about letting the kids plan the next vacation. Wow. Pick 3 destinations and then pick from the best one. Risky. Let's go.
Let's hear it from the NBA MVP.
New stars emerge to inject a youthful exuberance. The Rockets enter the postseason with the best record in the conference. But now, the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Clippers? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaFleur and the Clippers starting 5. In the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. Darius Garland is out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Jackson in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Rockets, You'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Thompson is out there with MP. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You look at Houston. This is a team who feels like they could win this series handily, but they need to start it off on the right foot.
And that's the key. The home court advantage doesn't mean anything if you don't use it. It's all about setting the tone tonight.
Now let's check in with Allie and see what she has for us on MP. Allie, take it away.
Well, this is MP's very first playoff appearance, and I asked him if he was feeling nervous. He said, quote, "I'm not going to lie. There's a different energy tonight," unquote. But no, he is not nervous. He's ready for this. He said, "We're ready for this." He's sounding confident, guys.
Great stuff. MP is not letting the big moment get to him. Here's Leonard. And it's KD with the rebound. On the wing, Thompson. Back to MP. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for MP. And at this stage of the postseason, having an explosive scorer like MP, well, Greg, that's priceless.
Yeah, coming into the playoffs, Kevin, with the NBA's points per game leader, gives that team a ton of confidence.
Thompson, high post. And the layup's good off the glass.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Leonard against Durant. And Durant sends it back. And it's Houston on the break. Back to MP. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Mathurin. It's a 7-point spread. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
And so here are the Clippers. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. They need this. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets have gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Inside. Jackson dishes to Garland. Over MP. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist from Jackson. And so MP will bring it up for Houston. They lead by 7. A lot of pressure on MP in these playoffs to perform, especially after a pundit stated MP wouldn't live up to the expectations in this first round.
Well, you know, I do think that reporter, Roseanne Conway, was a bit out of line with that statement, but it's her job to give an opinion. And with that said, I think MP has the right mentality to use that as motivation and have a great series.
Garland, the pass to Mathurin. Here's Leonard. And it's KD with the rebound. And MP throws it down.
You know, when you combine Durant's size with his vision and the touch on his passing, it's easy for him.
.125 left in the first quarter of the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson, a screen on MP. Garland, no good.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
MP against Garland. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Garland's got 8 points.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
To the middle. Here's Şengün. Up again, and Şengün is right there.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Leonard against Durant. Wow, hammering it in.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Smith on the wing. He's looking for MP and finds him. That one drops for him. He's got 15.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Leonard with the ball. Over Durant. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Houston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we're ready to get back into the act. He's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Dunn's checked in. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And here's MP for 3. Miller grabs the miss. Here's Los Angeles now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Dunn is out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then it's Miller. And it's Lopez in at the 5. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Memphis was simply terrific. He ended up with 59 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing. Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Houston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Connects from three-point range.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Lopez, a screen on MP. Garland, no good. Rockets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Eason's shot is good. And it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Clippers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Outside Garland. Lopez sets a screen for Garland. Miller outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lopez, a screen on Easton. The shot by Beal, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Şengün. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Adams. And the Rockets lead by 6.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adams. Smith comes in for Şengün. Kevin Durant's checked in for Tari Eason. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Shepard. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Lopez. John Collins comes in for Bradley Beal. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Chris Dunn. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Garland. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Clippers trail by 9 on the wing. Miller. Back to Leonard. Off the run. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got 5 now.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
And Thompson kicks to MP. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Mathurin passes to Collins. Leonard, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh!
Goodness. Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Thompson no good on the free throw.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Collins passes to Mathurin. Shoots the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. To the inside. Smith gets it to go on the assist by MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's Houston. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of game 1 and a big lead right now for the Houston Rockets.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a...
Looking at the scenario for the Houston Rockets. I'm curious, you guys both played in a lot of play. And that's all for us. Now...
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot.
And again for 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Outside Mathurin. And here's Garland for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Garland's got 16 points.
The answer from deep, Darius Garland. How about it?
The 3 from MP. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Mathurin makes it off the glass. Mathurin's got his first points of the game.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
MP, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And here's MP for connects again from distance.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last 3 means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history.
That's a smart play by Darius Garland, finding his man off the screen.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. MP outside. And Thompson kicks to MP. Good! Another from three.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Now GA tied for the third most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
And 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved bye-bye to the Thunder. Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Houston leading by 10. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. MP passes to Smith. Back to MP. Smith on the wing. Down low. And the dunk by MP.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
KD against Leonard. Leonard battling for two.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Thompson kicks to MP. Connects again from distance.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
Equaling Game 6 Clay, who buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples.
Adams, he's checked in for Houston. Shepard comes in for Thompson. And then for the Clippers, Brook Lopez is checked in for Isaiah Jackson. Miller comes in for John Collins. And Beal subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. The three from MP. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. And the Rockets making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Dunn, he's checked in for Garland. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Kicks it out to MP. And again for three.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop it?
I don't know. And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made.
12 triples, putting it neck and neck with Dame Lillard's record-setting game in 2021.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous, his size. At 7 foot, and he doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Finney Smith finds MP. Good! Another from three.
What can you say? Wow, he's done it. The most three-point makes in NBA playoff history.
Oh, an incredible achievement. One that will surely be celebrated around the world.
And the three-point marks falling fast. That one previously set in 2021. He's riding that wave to push it further.
MP kicks to Durant. Lopez with the steal. And it's Beal in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
KD passes to MP. No good on the shot. Outside, Beal. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Houston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from... And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Tari Eason. And MP subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. A little over a minute of the fourth. Quarter gone right now. It's Miller on the wing. Up top, Leonard. Let's go. And the Clippers miss again.
Just a solid performance on the interior.
Connects again.
And how about the night he's had? That score now ties him for the single-game playoff tie for this team.
He has been nothing short of amazing tonight, right? A legendary playoff performance from him. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there cost them a possession.
For the Rockets, Jabari Smith comes in for Clint Capella. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Shepard. Smith left side. Back to MP. And again.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Pass to Miller. Thompson against Garland. Clock at 6. Lopez, a screen on Thompson. Smith there for the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And what a response from these incredible fans. So in tune with the game and what he's accomplished.
He's got the franchise record for points in a playoff game. He is going off when it matters most. For the Clippers, Jackson, he's checked in for Lopez. John Collins comes in for Miller, and it's Benedict Mathurin in for Dunn. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Leonard off the mark, and the drought continues.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And the second chance effort by Jackson.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Outside, KD. Back to MP. Again, what an avalanche!
You see how easily he's getting buckets. To be this hot must be a heck of a feeling.
No doubt. And get this, he's now tied for the third most points in a playoff game ever.
And that 57 ties him with Donovan Mitchell's bubble game back in 2020.
The three from Garland. He drills the three.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Rockets.
He got it again. Sensational.
I mean, when have you seen a player get this hot in a playoff game?
I don't know, G. I know this, though. He now ranks third all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going?
And he makes the first.
And if you're looking for a big that locks down the middle, Sengun is your guy, a very effective player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason comes in for Kevin Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Thompson. Bogdanovich looking around. The team wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's now claimed the second most points ever in a playoff game.
Boy, he is really taking advantage of the defense. Nobody's been able to contain him.
And with just one more bucket, he can surpass the mark set by Michael Jordan. And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
There's a 4-second difference in the shot clock to the game clock. And another one falls.
And that bucket, if you can believe it, sets a new all-time record for points in a playoff game.
Greg, the way he came out tonight, you could feel the level of his focus. He put his team on his back and has delivered an incredible offensive show.
And it was way back in 1986 that Michael Jordan set the record of 63 points. And when you surpass the greatest of all time, you've done something special.
So we see Houston taking the W here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front.
MP, what was it like competing in your first playoff game, and how were you able to come away with a victory?
Whew. There's been a buzz in our locker room since we showed up this morning. We know we can do something special. We took the first step tonight.
And what were some of the keys to the victory?
Oh, man, it's us against the world, Jen. Coach told us pregame that we got to circle the wagon, so we did, you know? When we play for each other, nobody can stop us, nobody.
Some people question your ability to maintain your level of play in the playoffs, citing the increased intensity and physicality this time of year. Do you have anything to say to those people after tonight?
Only opinions I care about belong to the people in my locker room. But it feels good to go out there and do what I'm capable of and help the team win.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, MP.
It's always a pleasure.
Back to you, Kevin.
Jennifer, thank you.
When I'm nervous, I sneeze. Who handed them to you? One by one.
That's enough. Just go take a break.
I'm gonna take a walk.
Don't walk in front of the camera.
Round one continues with a refreshing surge. The Rockets come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Los Angeles Clippers. Round one of the NBA playoffs continues.
Both teams taking the temperature of this series in game one. Now they know what to expect. Let's get taking a look at the Rockets. And in game one, they handled their business at home. This team is hoping to go up 2-0 and take control of the series.
You know, I really think game twos are just so important. A 2-0 lead isn't insurmountable. However, a vast majority of the time, the team up 2-0 advances.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Lopez in at the center position.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Leonard looking around. Back to Garland. Offline with a three. On the break. For three, Durant. Drains the triple.
He has all the shots in his bag. Durant might be the hardest player to guard in this league.
To the inside. Şengün with a steal. Here's Smith. And he drops it in from the low post. Smith's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Leonard outside. Pass to Lopez. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Smart shot from Lopez. If he's got a decent look and can avoid putting the ball on the deck, he's got to pull the trigger.
Thompson finds MP. And the Rockets hit again from deep. An incredible season for MP last year as a rookie. Took home the Rookie of the Year honors. But you get the feeling this is just the beginning for him.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more pressure and responsibility placed on MP's shoulders this year. But from the way he's burst onto the scene last year as a rookie, there's no doubt in my mind that he can build on that this season.
Leonard passes to Lopez. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it. And here's Houston. They're on a 12-3 run. Back to MP. Fires the three. Another three from Houston.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
They're taking the opportunity to get airborne. Kawhi doesn't hold back when he sees an opening.
Smith outside. MP outside. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta. MP's got 11.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And stolen by Durant. In transition, here they come. Houston working the ball around. MP way outside. Can't connect from long distance. Clippers trail by 13. To the paint. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Mathurin. The three is up. Thompson pulls it in. For Houston, they've gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Back to MP. Here's the three. He buries it from 3. He's got 14.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Houston will go for a different look here. Steven Adams checked in for Şengün. Finney Smith comes in for Smith. Eason's checked in for Durant. And it's Shepard in for Thompson. Beal surveying the D. Pass to Jackson. Back to Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
And that's how you finish at the rim. Beal leaving no room for error.
The Rockets lead by 14. Outside Eason. Back to MP. The three. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Dunn. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson outside. Back to Dunn. Miller outside. Pass to Beal. Shoots over Shepard. 4 on the clock. Beal's shot is off. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And the basket by MP.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Now here's Beal. For 3. That doesn't go either for Beal. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's Houston up 19. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. He's checked in for Houston. MP comes in for Van Vliet. Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Miller is out there with Isaiah Jackson. Then it's Darius Garland. Then there's Chris Dunn. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Pass to Garland. Here's Jackson. Dunn outside. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Dunn's got his first 2 points of the night. And so MP will bring it up for the Rockets. Now here's Şengün. From deep, MP. He drops it from range.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He scored 64 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
That's good stuff, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Fires from deep, and the Rockets hit again from deep.
Woo, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
To stop the run, and Darius Garland with the 3. Garland's got 6 here in the quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Back to MP. There's the triple. Pure from 3-point range.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Garland scanning the floor. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Houston shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adams. Smith comes in for Şengün. And it's Thompson in for Shepherd. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for MP. And we've got 1:18 left in the second. Leonard passes to Lopez. On the wing, Mathurin. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Leonard can't get it to go.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And here's MP from outside. Fires in the triple. MP's got 35.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Mathurin. Lopez, the screen on Thompson. Down low. Stolen by Capella. Thompson with it. Picked up by Mathurin. And here they go. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant. Taking it right to the hole with authority.
Well, Los Angeles shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Here's Sanders. Pass to Lopez. Now Collins. Sinks that one from the post. Collins has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Lopez, the screen on MP. Stolen by Capella. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Houston opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after this.
I love how they've kept the ball moving. Make the defense play musical chairs out there.
Musical chairs. I think looking at the scenario for the Houston Rockets. Guys, it appears that everything is going their way. And that's it for halftime.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Houston shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. And again for 3.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history. Here's Garland. Outside Mathurin. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Durant finds MP. Good! Another from 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know he finds himself tied for 2nd place all time in three-point makes for a playoff game. Pass to Mathurin. Takes the 3. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Back to MP from outside the arc. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Been a scorer since entering into the league. Garland drawing lots of attention.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. Garland hits them both. And Houston has possession. On the wing, Durant. Back to MP. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And that one drops for him. Lopez has got his second basket on the night.
And using that size to his advantage. Man, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Pass to Şengün. Smith outside. And here's MP. And again for three.
If you hadn't noticed already, just an incredible shooting display. And he just keeps going and going.
Well, he now owns the second most three-point makes in a game in playoff history. How about that? Leonard got the loose ball, but that'll be a backcourt violation. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Thompson passes to MP. Connects again from distance.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop him?
And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made. The drive by Garland. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
MP finds Smith. Back to MP. Three-pointer. And again for three.
He continues to push the envelope, outdistancing his own record for triples made in a playoff game. Just an absolute flamethrower.
It's a new first-place mark. He only needs the slimmest of windows to get that thing off, and you always expect it to fall through. Timeout called, the Clippers. The Rockets will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Şengün. Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Eason's checked in for Durant. And it's Shepard in for Amen Thompson. Jackson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Miller comes in for Collins. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Leonard passes to Garland. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's MP from outside. And the three-pointer goes. MP's got 56 in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Jackson, the screen. Leonard for three. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Shepard. We've got 1:28 left, and good! There's another!
Talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. Man, this guy is clutch. Jackson finds Matherin. Back to Jackson. They need this. And he lays it up and in. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Back to MP from deep. Oh, another one falls.
He is scorching hot.
Well, I know this. He now ranks 3rd all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning. The drive by Garland, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
Well, Garland really gets moving on the drive. Defense tries to get there, but
Eason against Leonard. Pass to Garland. Back to Leonard. Eason with a steal. And so in the game for the Clippers, Dunn and Kawhi, they're the wings. Then it's Miller, then it's Darius Garland, and it's Conan Niederhauser in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
Well, they've also been impressive forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
I really like that shot from Garland. Teams will give up the mid-range these days, so look, why not shoot it and make it?
Pass to Shepard. Back to MP. Here's Capella, and he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Capella's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Garland for three. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Eason finds MP. And it's good. He hits another one.
And even early on in the first half, as this historic offensive performance kept piling up, we almost sensed that he might end up eclipsing his own record, breaking that record and now setting a new all-time record for points in a postseason game. He already beat Michael Jordan's record, and delivering another performance better than that, words cannot even describe it.
Yeah, he's truly in a league of his own, competing not only against the greatest of all time, but now competing against his own incredible accomplishments. It's breathtaking to see the expert craftsmanship, the precision, the untouchable nature of his offensive pure dominance on display tonight. I mean, he's no stranger to absolutely throttling defenses into submission. And tonight, here in the postseason, he's worked his magic again. Phenomenal.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Garland. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Houston has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth.
And so that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the Rockets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
This team is playing with confidence and heart right now. They're in control of this series so far.
Yeah, no question. They are the more cohesive team right now, and just going out there and executing their game plan.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Easton. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comeback. So look, they put this one to bed.
Lets it fly. Leonard can't get it to go. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. MP. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Free throw good. MP. And that's good as he hits both shots. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the LA Clippers. No good. Had a chance to win the run there.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Yep, count it.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry.
This one will go down in history. MP with an 80-point explosion. Tell us what's going through your mind.
It's all about me. Nah, mostly I'm just happy I could go above and beyond for my teammates. Oh, and all y'all sitting at home right now, you never know what you'll see at an NBA game. So get some tickets, come on out, especially if your boys is in town, because we're going to put on a show for you.
Thanks a lot, MP.
Thank you.
Brian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Dominic.